Hey everybody, I'm Mike. Thanks for checking out my channel. Today, I'm going to do a different kind of video. Well, I've kind of done a video on this, but lately, the past month, I've been doing these reaction videos for a whole series of Japanese metal bands that I have never learned about or known about, and it's really been awesome learning about all these bands. But today, being that it's right around Christmas, and there's going to come a point it's too late to probably get the Christmas gift, but maybe you get a gift card, maybe you have extra cash from Christmas, and you might be thinking, hey, I want to build my own guitar. I want to buy one of these kit guitars and finally do it. Well, today, which you can't really see off to the right of me, I have 3 of the most popular Strat style kit guitars that you could buy. And I'm going to show you each one of them and the features and which one I think is the best all around for the money, what my favorite is. And these have the original parts on them except for the pick guard. I change out and put my own pick guards in them. And the tuners have all been changed to locking tuners. But I will say on all 3 of these guitars, the standard locking tuners were really kind of nice. So they were fine. I just like locking tuners on everything. So first off, I'm going to start and show you that each one of these guitars, which all 3 are going to be the box gear DIY, the Leo Jaymz DIY with the Leo Jaymz headstock, and the Fesley DIY guitar. So all 3 of them came with the exact same pick guard. Let me get it. They just come with the pre-wired 3 single coil pick guard. It's got small 250K pots, and they're ceramic pickups, but a cheaper pick guard because these guitars aren't that expensive. So you're probably paying, this pick guard to buy would probably be $10-15 if you were on Amazon. So I do have 6 of these, 7 of these sitting in a box because I always switch out the pick guards. But I thought I'd bring this one out to show you what the standard pick guard is that comes with all 3. So I'm going to grab the first guitar right here. Let me get it out. Maybe do a little editing in here so we can get to it. And the first guitar I have is this one right here. This is the box gear one. This guitar you can find for, let me move this mic closer. This guitar you can find for relatively about $60. I know on Amazon they have it for $60 with $20 shipping. I did get this one from Temu, and it did ship from Amazon anyway, so the seller was still sold it from Amazon. The only reason I got it from Temu was it was $50, but or $60, but it had free shipping. So we'll do a quick tune of this with my Rode tuner. Make sure it's in tune because it's actually been a while since I've played this one. And as they all come, they will all have it'll be a solid wood body, all wood. I did paint this one. I used a neon yellow paint, and then I put a neon orange paint over the top and got the crackle kind of effect, because sometimes with the metallic paints, if you paint over the top, you can get this cool kind of metallic look. And I put the orange nods on here. And as you can see, this one different from what I said. It's a humbucker single coil. That's the way it goes. So I wanted something a little more. I like my guitars with those single coils. When I rated it out, it was somewhere around a 5 or 6 on the K, 5 or 6K. So it's more of a blues kind of tone. These are 16 in here, this humbucker, so I get more of a All right, so as you can hear, it sounds great. I really love this. It's got neck pickup, a little, obviously half the ohms on this one, so you get a weaker signal, but it's great for lead and stuff like that. And this guitar, what I'm going to tell you, here's the likes and dislikes. It's one, the neck is super kind of chunky. If you like a bigger neck that's like you have a bigger hand that some feel gets more sustain, then this guitar would be a good guitar for you. I really I had to shave it down. I shaved it down and put some linseed oil on it to keep it smooth, and I have smaller hands, so it just worked better for me to have the neck shaved down. And the body piecing it together went pretty well. The one thing with this guitar I will say is it's got a bigger neck pocket in it than some, so smaller like Strat necks, you have to find the right one. And I'll show you, I have 2 other guitars that are of these brands that I did an upgrade with the neck, and I'll show you those at the end. So this was the box gear one. It's wired for 3 humbuckers, so that's a plus. If you want to put 3 humbuckers in, you can. If you want to do 1 humbucker, you can. You can put whatever configuration you want in the pick guard. So that's one of the pluses. And I think this is a great guitar. Plays great. Happy with it. It's a great guitar. Love this guitar. So this one is $60 at Amazon. You'll pay $20 shipping. You can get it from Temu for $60 without the shipping, but I know some people don't trust Temu. But great guitar overall. I think for a project, if you're working on it, even someone that's a newer player, that pickguard is just fine. And I will tell you, because it's all plug and play, the pickguards are pre-wired with connectors. So you don't even have to solder on these guitars. You can just, it all connects together. Because I put a separate pre-wired pickguard, I did have to solder to the output jack and to the ground wire to the bridge. But if you know anything about soldering, it doesn't take very long. It takes about 20 seconds. So this is a great one right here. We will unplug this and move on to number 2, which was the second most expensive one, and actually with the shipping would be about the same as the first one. Let's get this strap out of the way. All right, this one right here, which I painted with the red and white stripes. Plug out here. This one is the Jaymz. So on this guitar, you can hear that already coming through there. This one was actually pretty nice to build. It's a more thinner body. That's a chunkier body. And the neck on this one is basically in between the box gear and the one I'm going to show you next. So wow, that was bad. Oh, there we go. I can finally hit a harmonic, but all right, so this one right here, which is, I did the red and white stripe, which is to kind of mimic the Eddie Van Halen, but also, like, I like the Japanese guitar, so it's kind of like the Japanese rising sun flag, and I put locking tuners on this. The neck is in between, like I said. It's not super shredder kind of neck, and I know the Jaymz, like the Monsoon series, their newer guitars that they have, are super thin, like shreddy guitars. This is more in the lines of their original Jaymz, which weren't as nice as the new models, but keep in mind this is a $90 DIY guitar, and it plays great. I mean, it's not bad. I did my little custom shop stuff to it. So all right. Back for 2 for 2 on the harmonics. Yeah, so this guitar, I would say, is a great option because it also is wired for humbucker. So this one has a humbucker and a single coil that I put in it. Just two pickups. I didn't want to put the third one in. Put the little dice volume and tone knob. And this one's got split coil for both pickups on it right there. I'll show you if it's down too low. It's right there, the 2 split coils. And this is a great option. You're going to pay $90, but that's with free shipping from Amazon, Where this one, you're going to pay $60, but still $20 shipping. So it's like $10 cheaper through Amazon, $30 cheaper if you go through Temu. So you could use either one. It doesn't matter. They both end up shipping from Amazon just as fast. But, yeah, the Leo Jaymz. I like this one. But now we're going to go to the third one. That's the third option. This is the most expensive. And these can run as much up to... You can find deals on them sometimes where they're cheap as this. You can find them sometimes for like $80 to $90. And I actually got it one time on Temu for $80. So that isn't bad. But this is my favorite out of the guitars. So let's unplug this one. This is going to be a pain to unplug because this new jack that's in here is really weird. So I will edit this part out as I have to force this stupid thing out of there. There it goes. All right here. So let me grab my cord. And this is my favorite of the three guitars. This is the Fesley guitar. Their kit guitar is probably the nicest kit I've messed with or did anything with. This one the neck has a super cool, like, thin feel if you like the shreddy kind of neck. Fits in the pocket. And what they actually do, if you're a newer builder to this stuff, they assemble the whole guitar beforehand, then disassemble it. So they know that it all works and it all fits. So this going into the pocket, the action, I mean, you have to do setups and stuff on them. But nothing crazy. This one pretty good right off the setup, was pretty solid. And I put this pick guard, which has got 3 rail pickups. Yeah, I love this guitar. I think this thing is a gem and worth every penny. So if someone said to me, hey, which one of these 3 would you pick out as your guitar that you would get? It would 100% be the Fesley. I feel like the build quality of these and the way they've done them is excellent. Like I said, this is a very hot pick guard for rails. It's got 3 single rails, but dual rails, so they are very hot. Like this is 18, I think. Yeah, this is a great option if you're looking to build something and go a little more high end. And I didn't even paint this one. This one I just put like some True Oil on it, just to get it like kind of a darker tone and more of like a standard Strat look, natural wood. And yeah, everything on this guitar is the parts except for the tuners and the pick guard. And I will say, now that we get to it, the one troublesome part with this guitar that could steer people away from it and maybe turn them to the other 2 guitars is that this guitar is routed for 3 single coil pickups. I don't know why or what they were thinking on that one, but they did 3 single routes, so you're kind of limited to single coil pickups or dual rails like this. Now, there is another option. If you have a router or you have tools, you could just route this out, put whatever kind of pickups you want in it. Routing out a pickup thing is not very difficult because you can really just open up this whole part here. And all 3 of these guitars, I will say I put copper tape in it. The tape in it just to shield it so it didn't have any noise. And so far that's worked out great. So this would be my top choice. That's for anyone looking for a kick guitar. But I mean, that single coil thing can be a killer for many people. They wouldn't like it. So yeah, that's its only downfall. But if you know how to use a router and can do some of those things, this is a great option. I love the neck and the feel on this. And I'm going to throw in a bonus 2 guitars in here. This is going to be a box gear guitar and a Fesley guitar that I actually changed the neck on them to show you what they would look like with a different neck. So I'm going to do some editing here and come back with the guitar in my hand. All right, I'll see you in a second. All right, I'm back. So this is the Fesley guitar that I upgraded with a roasted flame maple neck on it that I have. And I put a brass bridge, like a weathered brass bridge on here with a wood pickguard with the brass covers on it. It's 3 single coils. This guitar only comes in at a max of like 8K. So it is weaker than the other ones, and but it does sound good for So it is definitely going to be a lot less of an output on this. I could have put like the dual rails in that I did on the other guitar, but I like the aesthetics look of this one. What I had done with the paint job on this one is I had painted it silver, and then the entire guitar silver, and then used the gold to just lightly put over the top, so it gives it kind of that like patinaed old look of something that had been weathered, and not a distressed guitar where someone relics it. This just looks like it's kind of like an old rusty tire or railroad track like nail. So it's got a cool feel. I like this guitar, and like I said, I was limited because of the 3 single coils. So I did this kind of look, and it's more of a bluesy guitar. I wouldn't use it if I was doing some of my metal stuff. I'd use one of my other ones, but this is a nice option for that also. So we are now going to check out the last guitar, which I upgraded, which is a box gear guitar. And I will edit to that one over here in a second. So I will see you in a second with that one. All right, I'm back, and here is guitar 3. This is a box gear that I upgraded pretty much, and you can see I put a different bridge on this. I did buy a gold bridge for this one also. It's got the whole gold hardware with 2 humbuckers, also split coil. And I put this yellow kind of caramelized neck with the big black block inlays. And I got locking tuners on here, and this is a great playing guitar. Yeah, this one is really a great guitar. People like it. It's got a distressed look where, you know, it's missing paint. Just looks like it's kind of old and wore out. And I'm not a huge fan of the distressed guitars. And the reason I did this one distressed is because I just messed up the paint job. And came out, it was missing pieces. I did things when I put it on and went to do some stuff, and it chipped. And I got little paint chips, and I could have repainted it. But I was like, you know what? With the gold hardware in this neck, it kind of looks cool. And this, to do what I did to the other 2 guitars, or the other guitar that's over there that's got the, like, patina look. You know, I paid $60 for the whole guitar. The neck was another $80 through Amazon, because you could get some great deals on necks now. So, you know, I was $140. This pickguard was like $80. Preloaded pickguard with these humbuckers. So, $160 in there. So, $200, another $30 on the locking tuners. So, and then the bridge was another $40. So, I mean, this is really like putting $350 into this guitar. But I would put it up against any $500-$600 guitar. If you heard that tone, I mean, this thing sounds great. So it's worth it, like, for me, because it's a guitar that I'm going to keep, and I enjoy building these. So in, like, retrospect, what would I say would be the best guitar? Any one of them is. It's just what you want to spend. You know, the box gear, I feel like maybe this guitar, because I had to find the neck with the thicker, like, bass on it to fit into this pocket. This has probably got the least amount of options that you're going to put behind it, but it's a great feeling guitar. I mean, it's super, like, It's got a good weight to it. The body's a little bit bigger if you like a little bit bigger body guitar. The other two have smaller kind of bodies, but the Fesley and the Leo Jaymz. The Leo Jaymz is the one you're going to have if you want to put humbuckers in it. You can do that, and that's going to have it. But the best feeling playing guitar is the Fesley guitar. And what I would tell you is if it's your first guitar that you're building, or you're building it maybe for a child, that something you want to do as a project, then any one of these three is good. And the Fesley one, you don't have to change the pick guards out. I change the pick guards because I'm doing recording and I want them to be, but if you're a newer player, someone that's really like just getting into playing, you don't need 16K output pickups. It's more a metal kind of thing that you're going to be doing, but the pick guards sound fine that are in there. You could easily put this together for $90, have a project done, and you have a guitar that you or your child could play that they would love to play because they built it. You could paint it, or you could just do a natural finish on them. So I think all three of these are great options. The Fesley is my favorite one. So far I've done 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 builds. And I kept it to these range because there is 3 more guitars over there, but those 3 that I built, I really, really, really went all out. Like, I'm talking like $1,000 of stuff into them to make them. These are budget-friendly kind of guitars that you can have that really play great. And, you know, nowadays, it used to be back in the day when I was younger, you had a guitar that was a cheaper guitar. It sucked. It just wasn't good, but these guitars nowadays with the CNC machines and everyone having, they all play pretty well. So you could go out and buy a Fesley that's already finished and done for like $140, or you could buy a Leo Jaymz, one of the other ones, not the Monsoon series or the higher end ones, for $150. And it's all these guitars, the Donners, the Clarys, are fine if you do a little bit of work on them. The West Creek guitars, and they're great, but this is something that if you want to do a project, if you want to build something that like you, or like I said, a child's going to have, something you could do together, you could put down the phone and just kind of make a guitar, this is a great option. So I just wanted to show you the 3 different main guitars. I'm going to get into doing some tellies. I did do a telly over there that I have that is really, really, really cool. But I'm going to do the 3 styles, the box gear, the Leo Jaymz, and the Fesley telly versions. And then I'm going to do a Leo Jaymz and a Fesley LP style, the Les Paul style. So as always, you know, hey, thanks for checking out the video. I'm going to be finishing my 25 days of Japanese metal Christmas. If you want to check out some reaction videos, they'll be up there. They're in a playlist. And I always say that music makes life better, and I really enjoy making these kind of guitars, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.